Today was day 4 of 4 at work. I hate working stretches because shit starts piling up, especially when there's a weekend in between and I don't have early in the week off. That's just a little bit of a hairy situation. I had a mini meltdown at work. I had to ask my manager to finish a transaction for me because I started feeling that panicky sensation. My customer was fine, but I started feeling the moisture forming in the corner of my eyes and from way deep into my eye socket, and tear ducts and even places I didn't know could produce tears. And I said, I'm sorry, I need space. I hid in the office. Even the light felt fucking bright. Another manager was like, hey, how are you feeling? Are you doing okay? And I'm like, no, even the light is bothering me. So we literally dimmed out the lights and everything. And I was like, so this is what's happening. And I let it all out pretty much. And one of the things that's happening that's frustrating me, it's about 2 weeks ago, I placed 2 plumbing orders. I'm having problems here in my apartment. They haven't been addressed. And I set an alarm for me to go to the office after I get out of here to face those clowns and ask them when they're coming, because I'm not mad at the maintenance people. I see them, they work hard, this is a big community, but still, 2 weeks, plumbing problem. I want to be able to take showers here. So that was like looming in the back of my mind. The general things that you guys know affect me. I'm not gonna repeat them. But then also, it's the beginning of the month and a lot is due. A big chunk of my money gets spent, and I was saying, you know what? I think I can hold rent until this shit gets addressed because I'm not happy. Hopefully today that's getting addressed. And it just so happened that today the next card is stress relief. So I want to see what it says. Swap out your daily cup of coffee for herbal tea. Funny that I get this one because I have been talking about how I need to get back into drinking teas. I have more bags than there are days in the year, and I used to drink them every morning right when work started some 2.5 years ago, but for some reason I just stopped, and I want to get back in that habit. I don't care what the weather is, that doesn't affect me. But today I was so upset that I said, you know what, fuck this, I'm gonna go ahead and get my pink drink. I was away from Starbucks for about a month, so I said I need something sweet, but I have been spoiling myself with smoothies, and I gotta tell you guys a new smoothie story. 2 stories actually, 2.5 if I count the happy ending. But drinking smoothies has been amazing because I can feel them cleaning me out. I've been having a lot of fiber intake that I didn't realize I needed, and it's been great. Today I said, realistically, I don't have time to make it when I come back from work since I have this thing pending. And I also wanted to do my usual venting in a video type of thing. This morning I couldn't make it because I was missing an ingredient and I'm really particular about it. I said, okay, I don't do coffee, but today I ingested a little bit of caffeine out of the pink drink. You guys know I buy the Trenta. I only had like this much of it. Not a whole lot. I just needed like the taste of something sweet, something pleasurable that I'm used to. So there was that helped me instantly, but I stopped because I could feel that I was already experiencing a high heart rate as I walked to the car because I was moving as fast as I could. And my situation was so bad that when I left the parking lot, I forgot that I had placed a Starbucks order. I had to pretty much take a shortcut through some shopping center to make it back to the avenue where this Starbucks is at, and that's when I know that something is up, because usually I don't get confused, I don't get lost, I don't trip like that. That's when I knew that shit had to start happening today, because I really don't feel like paying rent with this situation happening. The positive thing to come out of this is my meltdown happened at 10 a.m. I had gotten to work at around 8, and I was quiet, I was tense, I could feel that I was really aggressive with my cashiering technique. And what I mean by aggressive is usually I can be gentle while being fast and stuff, but this time my fine manipulation, it was just stronger, more intimidating as opposed to my normal, smooth movement. And then I said, whatever's gonna happen is gonna happen. So it happened. And it was nice because I had the support of two of my managers. They're the main managers. It's like manager, and then the assistant to that manager. The main manager is the one who took over, and then the assistant manager is the one who noticed me struggling. And I said, I'm just catching a breather, bro, because for real. And they happen to be the two managers I'm closest to. So it just happened to have worked out like that. And I said, I'm really sorry to say this, but I'm not sure I'm gonna make it until my shift is over. And today, my shift was 7 hours long. Either way, I said, I'm gonna try my best, but if possible, I need to leave soon. So it's possible that during my lunch break, I'm just gonna transition into going home, because I promise you I cannot do this shit today. Anyway, something happened to where after I talked to them, it took me a little bit to recover, maybe another 15-20 minutes, and then I started feeling my energy coming back. It also helped that they were helping me a little more than normal. And then finally, after my lunch break, I came back. It helped because I was able to get my tacos. I decided to just focus on that, come back and be like, okay, I'm gonna look at this as a restart. The rest of my shift, let's see how I fare for the next hour. And if it comes down to it, I'll try to bail only an hour early. But now, as the hours progressed, I continued to feel better. So I looked at it as a sign that I can make it. And I did. I made it. And then my assistant manager was like, hey, you made it until 3 o'clock. Good job. You had me worried. And I'm like, yeah, dude, thanks, because you and the other guy really helped out a lot. And maybe that's what I needed. I just needed to have a moment for it to come out the way it needed to. I wasn't judged. I was supported. Y'all helped me get through this. And it's in your best interest, because if I leave, then there's nobody until my shift is over. It worked out. And I'm happy because I was determined that I was going to leave. And when I'm thinking about it now, I realized that had I left, I would have just been here. Sure, addressing the things that are stressing me in the first place, but I would have been by myself. Sometimes I don't have a very healthy way of processing things, even though I'm being productive, which is pretty much what I got bred to do, I guess. It felt better to make it through what I'm committed to do, which is complete my shift. I also got the support of my friends / colleagues, and it just felt better. And it's one of those examples that I was describing to you guys, that depending on what it is, I may prefer to collaborate with someone when it comes to creative things, but other times I might need to be by myself. Today is an example of a time when I felt like I needed to be by myself, but I think I had a better outcome because I wasn't by myself. And yeah, it's nice. I can feel that I'm back now. Like that dark cloud and tension that I had is gone now. Thanks so much for tuning in. That was pretty much all that I needed to share. When it comes to today's actual topic, I'm not a caffeine abuser, but I am a little bit of a sugar abuser. So I'm just glad that I've been consuming sugar in the form of smoothies, which are legit fruits, and I don't add anything to it except for the recipe that I showed you guys some 6-7 years ago. That's pretty much it. I don't have to add anything crazy to it, so it works out. All right.